Okie doke, so now let's go over some complicated examples. Excuse me. Which one do I want to do? Alright, let's do number 1 first. Okay? 3x cubed y to the 5th power, everything raised to the 3rd power. So I'm going to distribute my exponent first. But over here, if you're not confident with this practice, please put 1 as exponent there if you don't see it, right? Because if you don't have it, that means exponent is a 1. And now I'm going to multiply all my exponents together. So 3 to the 3rd power, x to the 9th power, y to the 15th power, because I'm multiplying everything. What is 3 cubed? 27. X to the 9th power, y to the 15th power. That's how you do it. That was super simple, wasn't it? Alright, let's look at number 3 together. There's no parentheses with the exponent, so we don't have to worry about it. Now, we're just going to simplify what we can. I have a 12 over 15. Both are divisible by 3, so wouldn't that be 4/5? Right? Yeah. Alright, now let's do A. So this is the example I was talking about on the previous page on number 2. Technically, you should do what? A to the 3 minus 5, shouldn't you? Yeah, but we're not going to waste our time. Which one is bigger? 5 is bigger, so we're just going to do 5 minus 3 to get a square at the bottom. Isn't that a lot simpler than you do, okay, subtract it, and then make it like that? Same thing. Cool? Alright, what about number 4? Quickly, alright, I don't see it, so I put it 1 there. Everything is being squared. That means, guys, literally you need to like distribute everything to the square. So don't forget it's a to the 1st power there. So I get 3 to the 2nd power, a to the 4th power, b to the 6th power, since I'm multiplying it. 5 squared, a squared, b to the 4th power. And now let's simplify. When I simplify, I like to do numbers, and then 1 letters, and the next letters, and so on. So I don't get confused myself. So let's do numbers first. 3 squared is 9, 9 over 25, I can't really do anything. So 9 over 25, can't simplify. What about a's? A to the 4th divided by a squared, 4 minus 2 is 2, so a squared. I just subtract it. B to the 6th power, b to the 4th power, the top is the bigger, so 6 minus 4 is 2, so b to the 2nd power. Super easy. Alright, now let's do number 5. Here's the thing. How I do it might be different than how you prefer, but as long as we get the same answer, we are okay. What do you mean by that? Well, when I look at this problem, I personally want to distribute that -3 inside of all my exponents. Some of you might want to make it as a +3 and then flip it over. Both are fine. So I will show you. Okay, so this is my way. I want to do it. I want to distribute that exponent to everything by multiplying. So x to the -6, y to the 9th power over x to the -15 power, and then y to the -6 power. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna subtract it probably, right? So let me do the top part first. Which one is bigger, -6 or -15? -6 is bigger, right? So I'm actually gonna do x to the -6 minus -15th power. Boop, boop. So it's gonna be x to the 9th power on top, on the numerator. What about the y's? I'm gonna move that y to -6 power up, boop, by making y to the +6 power, because when you're moving up and down, it becomes positive, it becomes negative. And then you just add the exponents together. So what's 9 plus 6? 15. So y to the 15th power is going to be my answer. So some of you might do like this. You're going to like flip it top and the bottom. So put x to the 5th, y to the 2nd, x to the square, y to the -3rd, and then make the +3rd power. And take care of it. So 5 minus 2 is 3. -3 goes up as a +3, y to the 5th power, and then cube, x to the cube, y to the 9th, 15. Notice you get the same answer, so it doesn't matter how you do it. Alright, number 6. 1, distribute all of that, so a to the 2/3 power, x to the, what's 3 times 2/3? Well, let me just write it. Over 27 to the 2/3, y to the 6 times 2/3. Okay, let me take care of that numbers later. Do the letters, variables first. So 3 times that is square, so x squared. 6 times 2/3 is 4th power, so y to the 4th power. So I got that. What about the numbers? All right, let me put it over here. Boop. A to the 2/3 power. How'd you simplify that? All right, denominator is what? The denominator of the exponent is the nth root of it, right? So that 3 is going to become the cube root of 8 quantity square. Denominator becomes the nth root. What's cube root of 8? 2. What's 2 square? 4. That's how you do it. Okay, let's do one more over here. Denominator is 3, so it's becomes cube root of 27 quantity square. What's cube root of 27? 3. What's 3 square? 9. That's how you do it. Okay? Alright, number 7. Let's keep it going. I don't really like all this negative and fraction together, so I'm actually going to make it as a positive exponent and make that negative as a flipping it. So my numerator becomes denominator. My denominator becomes my numerator, like this. I can do that. Yes, you can. And then distribute it, right? My exponent. So 16 raised to the 3/2 power, a raised to the 4 times 3/2, and 25 to the 3/2 power. Multiply it, so I get a to the 6 power. What am I going to do over here? Review. Denominator is 2, so that's a square root of 16 raised cube. What's square root of 16? 4. 4 cubed. 4 times 4 is 16 times 4, 64. Same over here. Square root of 25 cube. 5 cube, 125. Isn't it fun? I think this is fun. Alright, same over here. What I'm going to do, well, remember on example 7, I got rid of that negative by flipping it? Well, I'll show you a little different way on this one, since we have many different people doing many different, well, I like how I do it. So make that negative exponent a positive exponent. That means that numerator becomes my denominator. Oops. That denominator becomes my numerator. And let's go ahead and distribute my exponents. 125 to the 2/3 power, b to the 3 times 2/3 power, a to the 2/3 power, a to the 9 times 2/3 power. Notice I literally distribute to all my bases. Don't forget about those ones. And let's simplify it. So it's a b squared, a to the 6 power, so b to the square, a to the 6 power. And what I'm going to do over here, cube root of 125 squared, that's a 5 squared, 25. Over here is cube root of 8 squared, cube root of 8 is 2, 2 squared is 4. Like that. Okay? So a few things to remember when you're simplifying it. I don't want my final answer to have any negative exponent. So it's all my answers. There's no negative exponent. If you do, you need to, flip it to make it positive exponent and then take care of it from there. This skill requires a lot of practice. That's the only way you can get good about it, since there are a lot of variations to it. So good luck, and I will see you on Tuesday.